If you poor misguided waifs haven't got it by now, it means you're not practicing. Shame on you. You ought to be practicing doing something smart with your smartphone. I mean it really. Do something smart with your smartphone. Quit taking weird pictures of yourself and sending them to people you just met in the mall. There's no point in any of that. Do something smart. Use it to study with. So here we are at 5th week, all right? I'm not Tom Bodaddy, even though you might think I am. Okay, here's the long and short of the whole thing. And again, this is on your page. You know, if all this applies to you, you take it to heart. Relate to the reality that you're faced with and move forward to a strong practice routine. I can't say that enough ways. Right now is the time where you find out if the guitar is for you or if the free membership and a couple of the classes are going to work. And for most of you that get this far, this is going to work. This is going to be good. You're going to actually learn to play power chords and play like Slash or Satchel, whoever your favorite 80s rock guy is, or maybe play like Stevie Ray, or, pick your favorite blues player. Bonnie Raitt, she's a great blues player. B.B. King, again, I mentioned quite a few of them. Buddy Guy, all great blues players. Gatemouth Brown, if you're not hip to him, check him out. So 5th week, now is the time you should start listening to that listening list. Start listening to different players. Pick out your favorite player. Pick out your favorite music, because I want you to be thinking about the first couple of songs you want to learn, because we're going to start communicating about that online with all of our students. That's something very special we have here at Guitar Mechanics. Again, the Guitar Mechanics Academy network, G-Man, is the network that gives you that kind of connection. So we want to be sure you understand a 5th week. This is where we're really gonna kick on. So let's take a look at that scale study. We're gonna go back to about 90 beats a minute here, because you should be up to 90 beats a minute. That's the minimum, by the way, according to your syllabus, that you should be playing these scales at. You should never really play them a whole lot slower than that, except when you first start out. So we'll look for 90 beats a minute. We'll get that started. There it is. Okay, so let's take the D shape starting at the 2nd fret with the 2nd finger. And I hope you've got that in front of you, and I hope you've been practicing it. This is the 5th week. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Remember, it's another single octave shape, so it's just like C, straight up and back. Don't double strike that top note. It's like a vocal exercise. Remember to slide on the index finger here. When you come back down, slide back down on that index finger right here. We'll do it again. Again. La, 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 la. Pretty low for the ladies out there. You can sing in the next octave up. I certainly can. I'm a guy. Same kind of right hand thing, up a half step. Now we were just in the key of E, because that 2nd fret is E on the D string. We just moved up a half step, again, to the key of F. That's F right there. And that's Do, the first note in the scale, which is the key of the scale, is the first note, or the root bass note. I've said that before, root bass note. Now we double it up for you guys that have been practicing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Rest. When you get up to this level of skill, a lot of things should be much easier. Remember, you're at the 5th week. It's only been 5 weeks. It's not been very long. Halfway through the first term of school. Up a half step to F sharp or G flat. Remember, sharps and flats can have 2 different names, relative to the note above them or below them. It's always relative to the note above or below. F sharp or G flat. Excuse me, we'll try that again. Go up one more half step to the key of G natural. Again, this is 8th notes at 90 beats a minute. We can stop right here. And we're done. Okay, so that's your scale shape study. Okay, now we're going to look again at your chord primers. Let's go back to chord primer number 2. And we're going to take a look at our finger picking right now because we want to add that in right now. We want to make sure that you don't just have to strum through these chord primers, that you can finger pick them too. And there's an exercise on your finger picking page that gives you E, A, and B7. Again, you had B7 last week for your special song, for that special little treat, that Easter egg that's there for the people that get to the 4th week and you get a little special thing you got to sign up for. So make sure we know that you got that far, and we give you that special treat. So you get an extra PDF, an extra song. It's a common song out there in the world. It's a fun song to learn. You learn that song, you'll probably be singing it and playing it with everybody because it's really a popular tune. I personally played that song, quite a few hundred times, really. I don't want to say how many, but it's a lot. It's one of the most common songs on the video jukeboxes all around the world. So it's a fun one to know. Again, and one you probably want to commit to memory. All right, so let's take a look at our finger picking exercise again. Looking at E in open position just as a place to start. We take our right hand thumb, strike on the first beat. The next is 1 and on the beat 2. We take the thumb and strike the 4th string, and the middle and 3rd fingers we strike together like a little chord. So it's thumb, middle, and ring together. Then the index finger strikes the string it would normally rest on. So you kind of lift the index finger up to get that. There's an exercise that shows you this. There's a video that shows you this. I think it's video number segment 4, I believe. You'll have to look around for it. It's Extended Right Hand Studies. And it's one of the free exercises you get when you come to the network, when you come to Guitar Mechanics. So here's how it should go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6th string, 4th string, 5th string, 4th string for your thumb. So your thumb's doing this. It's playing stride, just like a left hand on a piano. There you go. So it's thumb, chord note, thumb, chord note, thumb, chord note. So it's a single note with the index finger. Okay, so we're going to play this in time at, I believe, 90 beats a minute is where we're going to be. So we'll get our metronome cooking. Here we go. Now, we've been playing with the metronome for a few weeks. It shouldn't be too scary. If this is scary for you, then you need to get past it. Practice some more with your metronome. Get some of friends and practice some songs with them. Get on the internet. Look at some chord sequences. You're going to find some stuff you can play in open position. Here we go. So we're going to practice your chord primer starting with G. Again, if it's a G form, the root note's on the bottom string. So we can start with the 6th string with your thumb. 2, 3, 4. E minor. A minor, you'll start with the A string. C, same way. A string is your root. A minor, A string is the root. D, got to move that thumb over one more. G. D. That's doubled up. 8th notes. Okay, so we'll stop there. So you get the idea. You can practice all your chord primers with your finger picking. You can change the tempos now. You don't have to stay at 90 beats a minute. You can jack that up to 120, 140 beats a minute, play in half time, play in double time. Start practicing the syncopated finger picking by the 10th week. You're going to want to start syncopating, so check out that next level of finger picking tablature that's in your book. All right, so those are things to do this 5th week. We'll join you 6th week, catch up with you a little bit. We'll see where you can go as far as speed on your the speed that you can play your scales at and how accurate you can be. Again, keeping track, keeping tally of the number of reps by now. If you're really doing the reps right, you should have a couple thousand reps of all of your scales at the end of 5 weeks. Literally, a couple of thousand reps. By now, there shouldn't be any trouble with your pinky. The only trouble you may have is learning new stuff. And you should have access to a whole lot of the neck. We're going to start talking about bar chords and that sort of thing over the next couple of weeks. So stay with your practice regimen, move forward at your own pace. If you feel you can move faster than going week at a time, feel free. Remember, you have access to all the videos. You have access since you're a member. So use your membership. Get the most out of it. Practice. That's the way to get it. And it's the shortest distance to the goal. So until we see you again on the 6th week, it's the crazy Professor Neil Grandstaff saying, yeah, it pays to actually practice. That's why I like to spend a lot of time with my guitar.